The art of screen printing.
Hey folks, it's Lon and Cory with Graphic Elephants, and this is the art of screen printing. Today we're going to go over part 2 of the channel separation process. We're actually going to get in the meat of doing the subs. Cory, you want to take it away?
All right, let me go ahead and present. We'll get to it. Let's do a little recap from our last video as we broke down the wedge in the GSG logo into the various plates that we would need for output and to print on press. We didn't talk about the white. I do want to give you a little bit more pointers on how layers, it basically is the control agent for all the channels. So whether this image is flat or you have your image in certain layers, these parts, the channels kind of remain fluid. As you change these layers, whatever configuration you're doing, it'll see reflected in the channels as well. So if I go to cyan and I turn the wedges back on, you can see how they're basically disappearing and reappearing on the actual channel breakdowns. Same thing with all the others as well. As I turn these on and off, they're gone. So whatever you change over here will reflect in channels as you're breaking them down. One of the things I wanted to point out too was in the wedge in particular, or when it comes to actually breaking down colors, when I pulled originally the cyan to make the blue wedge, it came out at 75% halftone or grayscale. If you were to output this right now, whether it's to your film or to your direct-to-screen, this would actually come out as a halftone. You can see there's a slight value of the red and yellow wedges because there's some slight blue in both of these makeups as far as the building of the color, but I am going to delete those out. And then I want this to be solid black. So using the levels palette, going and using my black eyedropper tool, which will make anything that's a grayscale into solid black, just click on the area that you want to basically make darker, and it does it automatically. Now you get 100%. So if we want to go to your output, you have that exact, so you can basically have 100% output. So this will be a nice stencil. It'll knock out completely and the ink will run through there just fine. Now when it comes to white, I said that channels works in black, white, and grayscale. But what it does do is it sees white as clear. So no matter what you have on a channel, if there's any white showing, this is seen as clear or, basically not there. So if I were to output this again, whether it was film, it'd just be a piece of clear film with basically your positive image or area or information on that output. So if the GSG logo and the text is all white, how do we get clear to be a positive like these? Because we change the nature of the channels by changing what we do on the layers. Originally, if I had it like this and I went to go ahead and find the white and I used any one of these channels and I pulled it down and made a copy, watch what happens to the GSG text. It's now gone because it only saw it as white originally. The way to make that appear in the channel that you're working with is to turn a background on that's darker so that you have contrast. Channels is working off of contrasts, so it sees contrast very easily. If I go back to my cyan now, you can clearly see the GSG showing up because of all this contrast grayscale around it. I'm going to click and drag and bring that down, and how to make this a positive so it's not clear is we're just going to inverse it like a negative. So go Command I on your keyboard, and now it's a complete inversion or negative of this image. Now all of this is nice positive area. It's at 100%, but now we have this excess background we need to remove. Going back into levels, using the white eyedropper tool, this will basically blow things out that is low in value, like these areas here. So we just go ahead and click any one of these areas here, and it completely blows it out. Now it's 100%, basically 0% white, so now it's clear. The wedges are still there because the channel broke it down that way. So just go ahead and lasso it, delete it, go ahead and assign your color to this channel. It's going to be white. Go ahead and title that. And now when we turn all of our channels on together, we can view them in color. Now the white is its own positive output layer, or channel in this case. And that's how you get any whites to show up, is having a contrast behind them in your layers. Now you may have a solid flat image. In this case we had layers, so we have the option of turning those things off, but that's how you ever get your whites to show up.
Hey, thanks, Cory. That's perfect. Hey, stay tuned next time. We're going to do layer effect separations where we're going to get into a little bit more complicated before we head into the more complicated versions of our channel separations. He's Cory and I'm Lon, and we are Graphic Elephants, and this has been the art of screen printing. See you next time, folks.
See ya.